A very good evening to you. It's 11 minutes after 7. My name is Kobe Spiking Chroma. It's a Tuesday and it's the 14th of March. That means we're here to talk tech. Tuesday, Tech Day. We should rename Tuesday to Tech Day because that's the day that we come on. And what's so important that the day should be renamed, you know? Tech Day, Tuesday. After all, it's just the same T. There's E, right? Wisdom, right? Yeah. Michael.
I'm looking for a U, but no.
Nah, there's no U unless...
It's just you.
Nah, it's just us.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the U. We put the U and the us in the Tech Day.
Yeah, okay. I'm lost.
Yes. So on Tuesdays, when you hear my voice, I'm here to talk tech with my buddies, Winston and Michael. We're the Geek Squad. And this show is available on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Twitter live. So if you don't have a radio, if you'd rather look at us, as Michael would say, his handsome self, Winston and I did. We be flogging this.
We are thanking God.
Yes, and the show is also available on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast. If you missed any of our old episodes, the show's been running for quite a while, but 5 years.
Bro, when I think about it, I'm like, wow.
Is it 5, 3, 4?
5. 2017, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're about to hit 6.
About 6 years, yes.
Wow. We've been on for a while.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyways, with that being said, we've been talking tech for this long. So definitely, if you have any questions that you want answered, there's a high possibility we've already answered that question. If you have any topic that you want to understand better, there's a high possibility we have dealt with it. Unless, just like today's topic, it's something that just started coming out. Yes, we have mentioned it a lot of times on this show. It's been on the news. You've probably seen it while you're scrolling through your socials. You've probably also heard some geeky or nerdy friends of yours saying that, oh yeah, or some friends of yours in school that have been cheating on their essays by using it. It is the one, the only ChatGPT 3.
Hey.
But yeah, today there's ChatGPT 4. So
yeah, ChatGPT.
We're not going to add the numbers. Next thing we know, tomorrow is ChatGPT 5. And yeah. Wait, I just got a message. If you've never heard of ChatGPT,
well, I guess you should listen to the show.
Yeah, then listen to the show. If you haven't heard of ChatGPT, you're missing out. Really, a lot. As Evan said before we came on, he used it to do some work over the weekend. I've used it to finish a presentation that I was feeling so lazy to do. And I know so many people who've used it. Recently, wasn't you? It was my friend Herbert who I sent something to and asked him to read it. He read it and the first thing he said, this thing, yeah, the guy used ChatGPT. So it seems like any time you see that somebody's, gone all out on the topic, you start, wondering, did this person really write all this? Or did they rely on the services of ChatGPT? Now, with that background being given or being laid out, I'm sure some of you are probably wondering, those of you who've used it, do you even know where it came from? Do you know how it works? Do you know what it does? Those who haven't heard about it, you want to know what it is, what it does, and how it works. And for those of you who know how it works and what it is, join in the conversation. You can always tweet at us, #JoyGeekSquad. You can send us WhatsApp messages, 055 111 997, 055 11 11 997, 055 111 997. Let us know, what have you used ChatGPT for if you've used it, and if you've never used it, let us know as well what questions you have about it, what you'd like to know as we're having the discussions, and if you've already had some experience with it, but you're still trying to figure yourself out around it, also send us a message. And finally, we will give some tips and tricks on how to maximize your use of ChatGPT. We're taking a quick commercial break. When we come back, it'll still be Geek Squad, but I need to remind you that it is brought to you by MTN. MTN, everywhere you go.
If home is where the heart is, then let's go home, shall we? Let's go where the entertainment is, where the passion is, where the laughter is, and sometimes even the tears too. Let's go where we feel safe enough to share our opinions.
And send tweets.
Where we do that embarrassing little dance to our favorite song. Let's go home where the love, the care, and the joy live.
There's no place like home. Connect your home to super fast internet with affordable data bundles from MTN Home. Visit broadband.mtn.com.gh or your My MTN app to sign up today. MTN.
Homes, businesses, communities, whatever the space, wherever the place, Azar is the paint. Azar paints are high quality, long lasting, and always give a great finish that will make your space shine. At Brighton, Azar, still number one.
From the Azar Group.
Geek Squad.
And we're back. So before we get into the conversation, let's take the news with Winston.
Yay. Okay, so first in the news is now custom AI chatbots are quietly becoming the next big thing.
As we
So-
want to discuss on the show today.
Yeah, so I actually made this week's news AI themed, except the last two.
Okay.
Hammer. Yeah, so there's an app called Character.ai. Now this app has improved fandoms in the sense that it's created different chatbots of certain characters that people are fanatics of. So, for instance, it has an Elon Musk chatbot, so you could ask Elon Musk anything you want. You could ask Tony Stark anything, or you could ask Mario, Super Mario.
How do you know is Super Mario responding?
So basically, they are using the GPT-3 model, and they've trained it with all the information about said persons, and then it makes the inferences from that as ChatGPT does.
Wait, so I can ask Super Mario, what is the meaning of life?
No, I can ask. It's only subjects concerning Super Mario. So you can ask Super Mario, what restaurants do you, Super Mario, like?
So I can ask Super Mario, are you a plumber?
Yes.
And it'll know the context in which
Yes,
I'm asking it.
yes.
Right.
Yeah.
But I can't ask Super Mario, what's level 5 of Mario World 3? How do I play it the fastest?
You just might, if it has been trained, if the model has been trained. on that
Mario
information.
versus, can Mario survive in Metroid?
I don't think it's been trained in that. Okay, so next, ChatGPT, which we'll be talking about a lot today, could power voice assistants in General Motors vehicles. Now, General Motors is the parent company for car companies like Ford. And now they have a partnership with Microsoft, and one of the aspects of that partnership is that they are soon to be named voice assistants in their cars.
Cortana.
Yeah, no. I hope it's a very American name, because Ford is General Motors is a very American company. Their voice assistants in their cars are going to be powered by ChatGPT.
So Brad GPT.
Maybe like Tyler or something. I don't know. Something very American. Next,
GPT.
Chat,
yeah. Oh, yeah,
Chat GPT would be a good one. Okay, next, Microsoft. Has anybody? Okay, we are now going to have the conversation about Chat GPT. But have any of you wondered how much Microsoft spent for the hardware for Chat GPT?
No, we haven't wondered.
So Microsoft apparently spent hundreds of millions of dollars on creating a ChatGPT supercomputer. So the company lined up tens of thousands of NVIDIA graphic GPUs, graphic processors.
NVIDIA?
Yes.
Not AMD?
No.
Of course, otherwise the place would have been on fire.
And then
4070s.
it says it used predominantly A100 chips, but I mean the listeners don't really know what that is, so let's just keep it
at that.
simple. Yeah. And they modified server racks, and they did a whole lot of other things to create supercomputers that they use to power OpenAI's ChatGPT, and they now revitalized Bing.
Somebody's probably thinking, wow, all that power for ChatGPT when they could have been mining BTC.
I'm reminded of when, wasn't the US military, when the PS3 first came out, they bought a whole bunch and linked them together to make a supercomputer.
Computer, yeah. Those were the times, man. Still is.
It is
possible to do, but yeah.
Oh no, it isn't. I just realized the change that's been done to Sony consoles So you can't do those things anymore. Well, unfortunately,
if it's the US government.
Okay. Now, still in line with AI and ChatGPT. This particular news is very interesting. We might have to talk about this some other time. Now, Microsoft laid off about 10,000 employees recently. Now, an interesting thing is that part of that layoff was a team called the Ethics and Society team, which is under their AI organization. Now, the move leaves Microsoft without a dedicated team to ensure its AI principles are closely tied to product design. Now, the long and short of this is basically that Microsoft has eliminated the team that was responsible for ensuring that whatever AI material or products that Microsoft created, Microsoft was accountable to society and society's ethics and morality. So that team no longer exists. So basically, it's inshallah and vibes in Microsoft.
Interesting.
Yes, so that was very, very interesting.
So Microsoft is pretty much not accountable.
Internally, it's not accountable. I mean, when if there's any yawa, the stock market will make it accountable.
Right, but internally nobody's going to train anybody's asshole.
Yes, so basically the team was responsible for telling Microsoft, the AI organization part, that, okay, no, you can't do this. Yeah. No, you should do this. But that team laid off. Yeah, they've been laid off. So,
I think I understand why. They would have said, no, let's not make ChatGPT being live now.
Yes, I mean, it is a conversation we will have very soon in the next few minutes. Next, this is big news. Okay, well, big news globally, actually. Silicon Valley Bank. Now, SVB. So this is a bank that is, till its demise, the 16th largest bank in America. And it is allegedly, or quite truly, the biggest bank in tech. Because it was responsible for startups. It used to source funding for startups. So your typical day-to-day banking wasn't what was happening with SVB. Now, in 48 hours after the SVB board decided to disclose some of the problems they were facing, the company has gone bust because of something that we call a short. Now, in financial terms, a short is basically a situation where everybody who has money in a certain organization goes to go and take their money from that organization at the same time or within the very same period. Now, the issue with banking, I mean, Ghanaians have gotten very abreast with banking issues over the past few years. The issue with that is most banks don't have all that just sitting in liquid cash in some safe. So what they have, they've also reinvested all that money into different places. So this is one of the major reasons why Silicon Valley Bank has failed, and many startup companies were in trouble, but the FDIC, which is basically the federal insurance company for banks, has stepped in. Typically in the US, there's a $250,000 insurance on your deposits, up to $250,000. But Silicon Valley Bank is dealing with venture capitalists, dealing with startups whose entire payroll and everything runs through those banks. So they are saying that they will pay everybody, but they've liquidated everything and they've recreated a whole new bank. So kind of like, what was the new bank that was created? CBG, yeah. They've done a CBG type thing and they are going to handle it. It's actually very, very sad. And interesting enough, it might affect crypto. So those who do crypto, be on the lookout.
Wow.
Final news. I have to say only one word, and I would like to hear. I don't know if Michael has heard about it, but Spikey, you've definitely heard about it. So the final news is Moongate. Spikey, shoot.
What should I shoot?
I mean, what do you think? Okay, so Moongate.
Should I shoot the moon?
So Moongate is an alleged problem that Samsung is facing on its new, the S23 Ultra, where a certain Redditor did certain experiments, and he is asserting that essentially the moon pictures that the S23 Ultra takes,
that's basically every Ultra phone from the S20.
Yeah, it's fake. Basically, he's saying that Samsung is just putting new images, rendering new images and putting it there in place of whatever you shoot. Now, MKBHD released a video yesterday, and funny enough, the exact same sentiment I had about this whole thing was what he said, which is, doesn't matter. And secondly, even more importantly, is that this is the conundrum we face with computational photography. Because computational photography will take this camera and it will use AI, which we are going to talk about a lot today, to improve the picture.
You know, I was going to say something about this topic, but I think we should save it for another day because our topic today is very, very packed, and we've almost lost all our time.
So let's just dive into it.
But I did try the experiment, and I have my own results, which I'll publish soon. Just to say that the Redditor was,
I feel like he was a bit biased.
He was biased. And as with everyone who was saying that, the moon pictures were fake, I was biased. I'll show you. I have proof. Anyway, so...
I mean... I'll post onto your Twitter what you call pictures of you taking video of you taking shots on the moon.
Somebody posted it. Okay, so today's topic is See, if you see the heat I'm catching on my personal WhatsApp about the topic. So yes, let's just get into it because people are very desperate to know about ChatGPT.
Okay,
ChatGPT. We've had a conversation on this show about artificial intelligence, AI.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And that is what is powering ChatGPT. So quickly, I'm going to let Winston, in one sentence, what is artificial intelligence?
Artificial intelligence right now is basically a series of computer models that teach computers to do things in a slightly humane way.
Right.
So to give you products like the way a human would give you. It doesn't have innovation though. It's just...
And it does this through machine learning.
Machine learning, yes.
And what is machine learning?
Machine learning are algorithms that are used to train computers to do what I said before.
Wonderful. Applaud this. So now, ChatGPT is an AI chat bot.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you say chat bot, a lot of people think, okay, it's a robot that can chat. We've seen chatbots over the years. I mean, when we started using Yahoo Messenger, there were chatbots in those days, you know, where these were just pre-programmed to respond to certain questions. And if you go to a website and you go to their FAQ session or you go to their contact us, there are certain questions at the moment you answer. It gives at the moment you ask it a question, it gives you instant answers because they're pre-programmed to look for keywords and give you these answers. But this chatbot, known as GPT-3, ChatGPT, let me remove the number since that's 4 now, takes that system, adds AI, which you said is a training model, to improve it. So what has that made ChatGPT into?
So the interesting thing about ChatGPT is that the GPT that's normally in caps is actually an acronym for Generative Pre-trained Transformer. Now the idea with that is that regular chatbots, like you said, would just answer pre-trained questions. However, the GPT is actually a model. I don't want to get too deep. It's a model. It's an algorithm that has trained the chatbot to understand the context of questions, look through all its expansive, steady Bible, and then put together, transform it to give you a good answer. So that's why you can ask a chatbot. Normally, like you said, if you go to, let's say, a website and it says that frequently asked questions like, why is my phone not working? Contact, that's what the chatbot will just tell you because that's what it's been trained to do. But if you ask a GPT chatbot, it has in its library documents, PDFs, a lot of libraries of information about all these things. So to search everything it has, because it has been pre-trained, then it will generate an answer after transforming. That's what the GPT, transforming everything that you've got, and then gives you a response. So that's why we can ask ChatGPT, write this pitch for me, and it will look everywhere and to answer you.
And it would answer it the way you intended to.
Hopefully.
Which is what I wanted us to get to, because let's go back a bit. Let's backtrack a bit, because ChatGPT, before it became a thing, from the company that brought it, is called OpenAI. And for those who don't know, you can just Google OpenAI right now. We've already told you what AI is. So when we say open and you are you're a listener of the show, when we say something is open in tech, we mean it's open source. That means that it's available to the public,
free to play
with, free to modify and make it your own. Which is why there's the Mario version of the ChatGPT out there and everything. And I totally lost my train of thought over there because I was coming to ask Michael something. Yeah, but yes. If we're looking at, if we go back in time and we look at what OpenAI did with DALL-E.
Yes.
So if you don't know what DALL-E is, I think we had a topic, we had a discussion about art, AI art. Yes, and that's what DALL-E was. You put in a series of words, and DALL-E, which was ChatGPT's older artistic brother, would create an art representation of what you've actually typed into it. Yeah. So can we say that based on what OpenAI did with DALL-E and what they are doing with ChatGPT, it is essentially just taking our words and making word art from it, because just bringing out its representation of what you're saying to it in words. So how it understands what you said is what is going to answer you. So based on how you put your question is how you're going to get your answer.
Very true. I want Michael to. I want to hear. I don't think Michael and I have had this conversation about ChatGPT.
No, we haven't.
Before Michael, do you use ChatGPT?
Actually use it a few times, not that frequently, but sometimes, you want it to take care of certain things so you can focus on others. But I've used it a few times, but my major use case for it is something I actually can't use it for because it's too dangerous, and that is code. I'm trying to program some devices, and okay, this is the programming language. This is what I want. These are the effects I want. Here are my inputs. Here's the output I want. This is a programming language I want. Write it for me. But then, if you're an expert in a language, that's fine, because then you can look at it, what it gives you, and okay, here are the mistakes, clean it up, and away you go. But if you don't know anything about the language, and program this device for me, and then go and flash it onto your device.
Okay, so I like where you took this, even though it's like 5 million steps ahead.
So I said that's my personal use case. That's your
personal experience with ChatGPT. So essentially, from what Winston said, from what you've said, ChatGPT is like Google. Ask Google anything and it scours the web and gives you results that have the keywords in what you said. But what ChatGPT does is it makes it conversational.
Yes.
So it's like it's responding to you rather than giving you. So it's like if I go to a restaurant and then I order what's on the menu, they bring me exactly what's on the menu, right? Just serve me what is on the plate. That's Google. Versus ChatGPT is like a better restaurant, like fine dining, where I get there and I actually tell the chef, this is what I want. And the chef goes in there. So if I say I want rice, like fried rice, the chef goes in there and prepares it and does some special things, add some, it's not like I don't want to mention any brand, but it's not like
it's not fast food.
It's not check. It's not check. Yeah, it's special fried rice. Like this one, that they've actually prepared it for
gourmet
you.
with a chef's touch. Like I made this just for you.
Right. So, am I right to say that's how ChatGPT is as compared to Google?
I mean, broadly speaking, yes.
Or like any search engine.
I think. Let me add a little to that. Google is more like what you see is what you get. So in a sense that it's. I don't want to call it like these food apps, like these food delivery apps, where you don't get to modify the order. Right. You don't get to do anything. Yeah, whatever is there, that's it. Press, if it is gobe you want, that's it. If the gobe always comes with plantain, that's it. You don't get to make any modifications. But with ChatGPT, you can ask it so many. So it's like you said, it's like you're at home and you have a chef. Like certain people we know, you have a chef at home, right? And then you're like, oh, I won't gobe, but add this, add that. Yes, add avocado, even though I know people who hate avocado. I don't know why. But yeah. So yeah, I agree with you.
Okay. So that means that I can use ChatGPT as a search engine rather than use like my Google. I go into ChatGPT and then I say, what is the meaning of life? And instead of giving me websites that are telling me what is the meaning of life, ChatGPT is going to go through the website and find me the actual information that I need and give to me. Is that what it is?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I wouldn't use it for searching, to be honest.
Actually, that's even part of what's fueled the rise for it, because now, especially in modern times, Google is no longer a company designed for searches. It's an ad company, which tie very deeply into how their searches work. There's some of the first page results. Yes, some are clearly, these were ads paid for, and then the rest are supposedly relevant entries, results from your search. But I'm telling you, both can attest to, like, especially lately, it's gotten very difficult to get precise searches from Google as to when you want something very, very precise and without it being a bit broad, or even without getting sites who are full of people who are selling you the results you want. Like, I just want this solution to this. I don't want to have to register on this site or pay for this. I just want this solution to this problem. I have to search through, and searching is even now more difficult. The Google shortcuts, plus, minus quotes, are now losing their effectiveness as well.
Yeah, the querying.
So,
techniques.
But then you ask ChatGPT to do the same thing for you. It to give you, broadly speaking, what you want, without you.
You say broadly speaking. So, let me narrow it down. What is Ghana? If I ask what is Ghana on Google, they're going to give me a Wikipedia link.
Yeah.
Of
give you Ghana flags.
Show me Ghana flag images, video Ghana. Yeah. If there's a blog post with the title "What is Ghana," will give me a link to that. But it's not actually telling me what is Ghana.
No, it's just feeding you the threads for you to weave the story yourself,
which is what we're used to right now.
Yeah, but
then we go to all the websites. Yeah. So if I ask ChatGPT, what is Ghana?
It will give you its own Kente version that it has made. So, and the interesting thing is that you can have it re-answer the same question. And
when you say give me its Kente version, Kente is
so basically Ghana, using the thread allusions. Why I said
the weaving.
Yeah, the weaving thing. So it will weave the whole story for you, give you the end, and to give you an end product. So you don't have to go through the hustle of finding any of all of these things.
So essentially, what ChatGPT will do is it will now answer what is Ghana. Like I was asking somebody if I was a lecturer and I was asking a student in a class what is Ghana, how the student would answer it.
Yeah, pretty much.
So it would say it in a sentence.
Yeah, it would regurgitate it to you in a sentence, a paragraph. If you ask it, tell me what Ghana is in 1,000 words.
It will use 1,000 words.
Yes. On a good day. I say on a good day because there are certain, like right now, because so many people have gotten on ChatGPT, there are times that it's slow, so it will start and it will just lock on the way. It wouldn't finish because there's so much pressure on the servers because everybody's using it.
Now that you say that, so essentially, how does ChatGPT work? Because from what you're saying, it's got a huge database that is reaching into and fetching and then composing a paragraph of whatever it is that I've asked it for to give to me.
So that's basically that's what the model is. That's why the model is called a GPT, because it's supposed to generate answers for you, fresh, brand new answers every time you ask it. Even the same. So it will
never repeat it.
It will never repeat it. Okay, I haven't had any experience where it has repeated anything for me. I mean, code, it will repeat code for you until you ask it to do certain changes. There are certain things that are factual, so it can't do much in terms of twisting facts. So
assuming I understand the code.
Yeah. I mean,
so I just asked ChatGPT what is Ghana, and it's writing. Ghana is a country located in West Africa, bordered by Cote d'Ivoire to the west, Burkina Faso to the north, Togo to the east, and the Gulf of Guinea to the south. It has a population of over 31 million people, and its capital city is Accra. Still writing.
Yeah.
Ghana has a rich history, having people inhabited by various ethnic groups since prehistoric times. It was known as the Gold Coast during the... And it's still writing. Ghana is known for its diverse culture, vibrant music and dance scene, and delicious cuisine. Go back. It is also home to many tourist attractions, such as its numerous beaches, wildlife reserves. And it's still writing, Ghana is also a growing economy and a leader in Africa in terms of political stability and democratic governance.
So not to be...
It's almost done.
So not to be any type of way.
Let me finish. And it is a major exporter of commodities such as gold, cocoa, and oil. Are any of these false?
No.
So it's true.
However,
right,
it's not up to date. Like, for instance, the population figures. So ChatGPT 3 currently is dated to information preceding 2021. So I don't know how far back it goes, but what we know is it enter 2021. That's as far much it knows.
Last time I read said 2019. They can't even be sure about which date.
I mean, GPT-4 and the one that Bing is using, which is GPT-4, is up to date.
Up to date.
Consistently up to date. So
okay, so if I go and ask Bing right now, Bing will tell me the actual population.
Yes, it's more likely to give you the 34 million.
Okay, figure. So let's backtrack because we're getting ahead of ourselves, and I want all our listeners to
I think this will have a part 2.
It has to. Because we are not even... we have like 15.
We don't catch anywhere.
So what it just did right now, because what I noticed was that ChatGPT was typing.
Yeah.
As I asked it a question. When I asked it what is Ghana, I was typing. So you said something about adding... you said it would never repeat the same answer. Ideally.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask it again. What is Ghana?
No. I mean, no, it's even at the bottom. You can tell it to regenerate response and it might twist it a little. Like I said, there are certain things that are factual. Like at the time, there were 31 million people. It can't tell you anything different from that.
Right. So what it would change is probably how it told
you that. Yeah. Sentence structure.
Yeah. That's interesting. So essentially what ChatGPT is a personal assistant that you can ask questions, and based on what it knows, it can tell you.
Yes.
Basically. That is it.
Yeah.
I just had a wild idea, About the show, part 3. Let's get ChatGPT to write a script.
I want to ask you this as well. If ChatGPT does all this, it means that they have like a hard drive that they've downloaded the whole internet and put on it.
Which is the very interesting question, because I am with Google is about to has dropped its response. It wasn't a hot drop, but Bard is Google's answer to OpenAI's ChatGPT. Now, if you ask me, nobody can beat Google in the quantity of data it has about the world. So your AI chatbot is only as good as how much data it has access to.
Right.
So yes, I don't know which reference material OpenAI is using, because as far as I know, I don't think is Google search stuff open source.
Google's
search engine, is it open source?
No.
As far as I know, it isn't.
Yeah.
So that we can't presume that the information Google has collected is not open source, especially concern what the GDPR has done. I don't think Google is about to make that open source anyways. So maybe it has all this information from other places, maybe Bing or the Bing searches and stuff like that. So it's been trained on some information. Where it got that information for, personally, I don't know.
So with all this done, for the lay person who wants to know what ChatGPT does, besides it's responding to what is Ghana and how can I make money. I mean, I suspect that somebody is probably just going to open ChatGPT right now and say, how can I be a millionaire? And
it will tell you.
Yeah, but like you said, with a grain of salt.
Yeah, more like a whole decanter, but I mean, that one there.
So what does ChatGPT do besides just answer your questions? Can I ask it for the recipe for apim and kontomire?
Yes, you can.
I'm going to ask it right now.
Yes, you can. If it has that, you can ask it for the recipe for tea bread. I'm sure you get a hit on that.
I don't want tea bread.
I want tea bread. I want apim. I want to hear it.
If it has apim in it.
This is going to be fun.
Yes. So I've just asked. Something went wrong.
Yeah. Like I said,
the issue persists. I tried again. Still said something. Oh, it's my internet.
or it is the contumely. It has no idea.
ChatGPT, you don't bab contumely.
Okay, ask it wachi.
Okay, what's the recipe for wachi?
Yeah.
So, listeners, if you're listening, you can also try. Something still went wrong. This has to probably be
your
with my internet.
Okay.
No, my internet is working. So it's not wachi. I want the recipe for life. Okay, for rice. Fried rice.
Yeah, fried rice.
That's universal. Okay, there's something wrong with my ChatGPT. Let me read.
Oh, that means it's on its downtime, like I said.
Yeah, so probably because we started having this conversation, a lot of people have started using ChatGPT and they've caused it to go down. If you want to access ChatGPT, it's just chat.openai.com/chat. Just go to chat.openai.com. You don't even have to add a /chat and sign in. Once you register, you sign up, you can have access to ChatGPT and you can ask it any question.
Has it been open again? Because
yeah.
It got it's been open again.
So I'm still asking it for Apim and Kontomire because I want to know what the limits for ChatGPT are. Oh, okay, so it's working now. It's loading. So whilst it's loading, Winston, what else can ChatGPT do besides answering questions? Hey, Apim, also known as Apim Balik, really? Is a traditional Indonesian snack, you liar. Made from flour and sugar, really? While kontomire is a Ghanaian dish made with cocoyam leaves.
See?
We know, but I don't see myself eating flour and sugar with kontomire.
I mean, maybe
that's recipe for run.
Maybe it's spelling for Apim is totally different.
Apim is APEM. There's no other spelling.
So maybe Indonesia has an Apim.
We should have more rights over Apim than Indonesia. No, so now picture this. Somebody is looking for legit making Apim and kontomire, doesn't know anything about Apim and kontomire, and is told that it's a snack made from flour and sugar.
Yeah.
And that person is probably just going into their cupboard right now to get Apim and sugar.
So this is why I said with a decanter of salt instead of a pint.
Wow. So yeast and kontomire.
But anything else that ChatGPT does, one of the most interesting abilities of ChatGPT is you can help it flesh out your ideas, think concepts. It's able to handle concepts. So, for instance, you can ask ChatGPT right now, how do I merge a cake and a brownie recipe or something like that, and it will try to figure it out. It will try. So it's able to deal with concept because it's been pre-trained on everything. It will do its best to give you our information.
Right. So let me read some of our WhatsApp messages, then we go for a commercial break. Prince says, hi, regarding ChatGPT, I agree. It may be all fun, but this is the same tech bigwigs in the tech world like Elon Musk and Bill Gates have warned everyone about. Could you elaborate on what the threats are? Yes. Somewhere along the line, we will talk about the risks and the benefits. Honorable, yes, Douglas, your Google Pixel, now he's upgraded to 5.
Relax, Douglas. Relax for us.
GPT Technologies Incorporated develops software. No, it's not GBT. It's GPT. Okay, so Douglas, we see where you're coming from. GPT indeed is a partition system for hard drive. So you have totally missed the ball. So make it Chat GPT as one word. GPT is what you are running on your hard drive probably right now. I'll be glad if you're a resource person and take us through how to use from download to its use. Okay, so it's not an app. It's a website, like I mentioned, the link, chat.openai.com. And how can I download ChatGPT? Just go Google ChatGPT or just go to chats.openai.com.
Actually, this is a good point time to mention saying you do not have to pay for access to ChatGPT. If that comes up anywhere, you are being scammed. Someone I know recently
There's a premium version.
Yeah,
$20 premium version.
Yeah, yes,
but it's still
$20,
free.
not $90.
So also be careful. There's really no official app for ChatGPT right now, so don't go downloading apps. You might end up downloading something that you're not supposed to use. Spell Wache with a double A and add a dish in Ghana. Okay,
yes,
we will get a great result. Sami from Zuarungu under Nagodi. Thank you very much, Sami. I'll do exactly that. So I didn't think that we had a PIM competition, but
so add a PIM from Ghana.
I'll add a PIM from Ghana. So we'll take a quick commercial break. Keep your messages coming. When we're done, when we come back from the commercial break, I'll read some more of your messages and we'll still dive deeper into ChatGPT. We'll be right back.
Isn't life wonderful when everything worth doing is scheduled? Hitting the stop button on your alarm just in time for your morning jog. That happy moment listening to your baby's heartbeat at the doctor's office. Or an arranged virtual meeting with that big client.
Buy airtime ahead of time with scheduled airtime service on MTN Momo. You can schedule your airtime purchase of any amount daily, weekly, or monthly by dialing *170# option 3 and follow the process. Or simply dial *170*311# for a superb airtime purchase experience. You enjoy 100% bonus airtime anytime you recharge yourself with MTN Momo. Keep on talking with that 100% feeling. So, what are we doing today?
MTN.
Homes, businesses, communities, whatever the space, wherever the place, Azar is the paint. Azar paints are high quality, long lasting, and always give a great finish that will make your space shine. At Brighton, Azar, still number one.
From the Azar Group.
We're back from that commercial break. So we've got a question. Gordon Hupoti from Achimota Christian Village says, how can I download the app you're talking about? Like I just said, it's not an app. It's a website. Just go to chats.openai.com, or if you have access to the Bing preview, which some of us do, you can try Bing. Bing is a Google competitor from Microsoft. If you're using Microsoft Edge browser, Bing is set by default, so you can try it over there. Does ChatGPT come with opportunities where one can earn money like Google AdSense does? Everything is about money now, bro. Yes, everything is about money, but no, ChatGPT does not create opportunities where you can earn money like AdSense. It's just a service that they're offering. So it's chats.openai.com. And I did ask ChatGPT specifically, what is the recipe for apim and kontomire from Ghana? And it still gave me 2 cups of cornmeal, 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of active dry yeast. So you see, this is why we're talking about the tips and tricks, how to really use ChatGPT and get the best out of it. So it's still not there. And I see the last message, one of the messages I read was about the risks. See, how are you afraid of something I can't tell apim from Ghana, apim from Thailand? There's really no need to be afraid of it. For now, we're going to have a part 2 of this conversation next week, where we're going to talk about, more opportunities in using ChatGPT. We're going to talk about the tips and tricks. We're going to talk about the risks and the benefits, and how you can tell if ChatGPT is right or wrong, especially if you're going to be using it for your schoolwork. You want to be sure that you're getting the right answers. Mind you, ChatGPT has passed some exams. We're going to talk about that, but we didn't have the time. Football is up next, and unfortunately, we're going to have to throw the ball. I was going to say pass the baton, but it's not Olympics. So, yeah, we'll throw the ball to them, or pass the ball to the football team. And with that, brief discussion on ChatGPT. We hope you did learn about the basics of it. About the watch, yes, we'll do that next week. My name is Kobe Spike and I've been doing this with Michael Ajete and Winston Witcher. Thanks very much, my producer Prince Safo and Abeku Sankofi and Crispy back there handling the live. If you missed the show, it's going to be available on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube live, and on Apple, Spotify, and Google Podcast, and my John Online app, and Adam Online app. Catch you next week on another one. Peace.
Joy 99.7 FM.